Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I feel like I want to talk specifically about money in Africa, like just our currency and our different kinds of monies and our different kind of currencies that we have in Africa and the world in general, okay, and how it affects us. I want to talk also a bit about exchange rates and yeah, I just also want to say I'm just going to be speaking from my head, so I haven't jotted my ideas down. I just have like so many things in my head I want to talk about, and I'm going to be a little bit all over the place, but I'm going to try to make sense with what I have to say. Okay, first of all, I want to talk about what is the money that we use, right? What is the use of money? Okay, money is the thing in front of the resources that we need. Okay, money is a thing in front of what we want or what we need to purchase. Okay, so there is a fix at any point in time, there is a fixed amount of products in the world, a fixed amount of resources and goods in the world, and everybody has a certain amount of money that they can use, a certain amount of money that gives them the privilege to be able to buy whatever that they want. So if we all have our monies, and some people's money has a lot more value, then they're able to acquire a lot more goods. So I am personally of the idea that the currency they should all just be currency without one currency having more value than the other. In other words, I guess you could say I believe in a one world currency or whatever, because there shouldn't be an exchange rate system. There shouldn't be, I feel like there should just be like one cryptocurrency for the whole world. And hear me out on that. The reason is, for example, in my country, Cameroon, okay, $1 exchanges for 500 francs. I don't know, between 5 and 600 CFA francs right now. CFA, that's another issue that I don't even want to, but that's the way it is right now. There's arrangement between France and America. $1 exchanges for 5 to 600 CFA francs. Okay, but let's think about how these currencies are earned. Okay, a typical dollar is earned a lot easier. And yes, I'm not trying to knock down America's country and the developments that they've done and all whatnot, okay? But I'm just saying, right now in America, it's so easy to earn a dollar. While in a country like mine, in Cameroon, before somebody earns like 500, not everybody, but let's say the average Cameroonian, before they earn like 500 francs, they go through a lot more, like the sweat that is involved in earning a dollar compared to the sweat that's involved in earning 500. These are all human beings, and for me, every life is as valuable as the other. So I don't think it's fair that somebody in Cameroon should have to work 500 times as hard to earn a dollar. Okay, what if like Cameroonians decide, or Africans in general decide, that they're no longer going to use this exchange rate system? It might sound like, oh my goodness, it's never going to work, or it's not possible. But I think that it is very possible if we all decide that we want to start using like a cryptocurrency, for example, where there is no longer this exchange rate system. If somebody in America has like um one Bitcoin there is the same as one Bitcoin in Cameroon. A Bitcoin is a Bitcoin. A Cardano is a Cardano. Litecoin is Litecoin. Doge is Doge. Everywhere there is no exchange rate system. Yes, at this particular point in time, if all Americans want to use all their wealth that they have to buy Bitcoin, and all people who are in the poorer countries want to use their money to buy a cryptocurrency, there is definitely more wealth there than there is here right now, than there is back home right now. But at the same time, that creates, the fact is that that creates a certain sense or a certain degree of fairness, a certain degree of leveling out, because it's just about time. Because the fact is, the longer that we continue to use the exchange rate systems, the longer wealth is being stolen, because that's all it is. When you think about it, it's just a theft, a way. To me, that's how I see it. And I do understand that whatever, there's a calculation that goes behind. I still don't know how they calculate exchange rates. Okay, I know it's based on GDP. Is it GDP or something or whatever? I don't know. But I know that there are countries that have been able to exchange rates. For example, there was a time a couple of years back when America was complaining that China is messing with its exchange rates and keeping the value of its currency low. It's like, how are they able to like mess with the value of their currency to keep the value of their currency low? Like, how are you guys pulling all these strings? Like, do African leaders know how to pull those strings as well? Like, these are the kind of questions that I'm wondering. Like, so it means like the money is something that they could play with and mess around with. I would rather live in a world where the currency cannot be played with. For example, Bitcoin is a Bitcoin. No one can go and mess with it and pull strings, except if somebody is buying a lot of it or somebody is buying less of it. You can't really mess with it the same way that you can mess with the current system that's there. Bitcoin and cryptocurrency are trustless. The ledger is open. Everybody can see what's going on. So it just makes sense to me for Africans to start thinking of how to switch to cryptocurrency, like all African countries. Unless you're printing your own currency by yourself and not depending on a colonial currency like in my country where we're using CFA, you need to think about switching, man. We need to switch. Even in countries that print their own currencies, I still think it's better to switch to Bitcoin. Like, I'm not sure like which countries exactly, but I know that there was a country in South America that switched to using Bitcoin as their national currency. I personally think like that's so smart, and I think like African countries need to think about switching to using cryptocurrencies, because exchange rates is just such a theft, and it has been going on for way too long. And we Africans, the leaders, those in power, need to wake up and get rid of that and switch to a cryptocurrency based system for monetary policy. Like, our monies, we should use cryptocurrency, or come up with a cryptocurrency that's backed by gold, that's backed by your resources, whatever that you have that's of value. Come up with a cryptocurrency, you know. I just think that that's the better way to go. So yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about, because I just don't even like, I just can't believe that my country, in this day, up to this day and age, there are countries that still use the CFA. And also just watching what's going on in Niger right now, I just also want to say I'm so proud of Niger. I'm so proud of Mali, Burkina Faso. I'm so proud of you guys for fighting and kicking Franks out and taking your country back. You know, I hope that my country is going to follow suit, but at the same time, I don't know. But I just know that better times are ahead, better times are coming. So anyway, that's all I wanted to talk about. I just wanted to make this video to share what was on my mind, and that's it, guys. I'll talk to you guys soon. Good night.